几个 wrap 啊？6个 wrap。4 small bag.
Here.
4 small bag. Oh shit. 1 and 1.
里面弄烧啊。
这个里面已经有了嘞。
没有枪，没有那个。
叫我 stop 吧。
看我煮上了多厚。我是觉得这样子有点像这个菜会菜就是比较去的。
这样倒。可以了，不用 scoop 了，不用 scoop 了。No need for the weak start。
这个是故意的还是假的？我都不懂。
故意的。Drip coffee。Red。披萨。
厉害了，你做成诈骗出来。
你慢慢转丢，我丢上去，then land 在你的盘。That's why 我要买多一点，那个时候你们，哎呀，2包就够了。还有一片 bonus， 看谁吃快就可以吃。
这个 feel 在跟痛。
叫我放这里。走吧。
这个喜欢吃面粉，让我想够。是用
rapper。假的 Wanaka tree。
啊？
Morning.
Enjoying your day?
Yeah.
A bit frosty this morning.
穿短裤的。Actually 不会冷啊，when 太阳出来。So furry。
掉啦，还没有长。
一直 spam 哎，给他们看，给他们喂，给他们一点喂，给他们一点喂。
That's really good.
他的 pet 哦是 pet on the back for 那个人，不是那个羊。
I mad it.
人咩？
He just turn towards me.
Our moms 哎。
我妈的。
Head us out for lesson 哎。
OK 哦。
讲话。You like a cuddle?
Fine, fine. Fine.
你要给那个人 pet 的？
抱我啦。
哦。我摸到啊。
我摸不到，还有10分钟。
上风可以叫。咩。咩。
我摸他屁屁。
哎呦，摸屁股啊！
给我摸他屁屁。我摸他屁屁。
是 soft 的还是hard 的
soft 的啦，of course。
Oh my god.
很 soft。
Me.
很像 daddy。
Oh nice. Again, again. 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 走了。Please don't rattle or shake our home.
这个好拍。
喝水 bro.
Also right next door to Knob's flat is the Eglinton Valley camp. Okay, so a beautiful big camping ground up here. It's the only place on this road, well, it's the only camping ground on this road, should I say, that actually has places where you can park up in your caravan and camper van and you get plug into power.
You want? Yeah.
No, you're good. Good for you. Make your 10 years younger overnight.
Hopefully.
有一点冷，
不要你，
不要啊。
很冷啊，是吧？很冷啊，水。
嗯。走吧。猫咪耶，车上面。哦，很冷，好冷。呵呵。
It's looking for food. Hello.
Give me a opinion.
I made that mistake once.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, back in the day when this tunnel was first started, there was only 5 men with picks, shovels and wheelbarrows, and they did have explosives, and believe it or not, for every 100 kgs of explosives it only blew away 25 centimetres of rock. In Te Anau there is also a picture of the postman there, but everybody seems to forget about the poor old postman, but yeah. Oh yeah, oh there you go. Oh, okay. See, or please feel free to video if you want to as we go through the tunnel here. It is an amazing experience coming up through here. Especially that man with the hat on, you'll get the best view.
Yeah.
Here we are, folks. So this is the start of the beautiful Homer Tunnel. So as you can see, we're up high, and then boom, down we go. So this tunnel's a granite rock, a blue granite. So yeah, very, very hard. So I take my hands off, hat off to these people that did this. Also back in the earlier days, it actually used to be a two-way system. Believe it or not, you actually used to be able to get 2 buses through here side by side. Not anymore, because of course buses are a lot higher and longer and wider and bigger and all that sort of stuff now, so it's just a one-way system. But at 8 o'clock at night time, the traffic lights get turned off and you just make your way through. But you can get 2 cars side by side and camper vans and stuff side by side, but you can't get 2 buses side by side anymore. We've actually got a bigger tunnel, which is in Christchurch, which is the Littleton Road Tunnel, which takes you over to beautiful Littleton, which is the port of Christchurch, where all the big ships and all that sort of stuff come in. But anyway, folks, welcome to the other side. As you can see, as you look down to your left hand side there, you can see the road that we drive down through there. So at the moment we're about 800 metres above the sea. Then we climb all the way down. So there's a bird on the top of that. So just as we come around this corner, believe it or not, you actually get people that pass me on this corner. People have got X-ray vision and can see around corners. Anyway, that's just up there on the left-hand side there, folks. It's just where we've just come out of the tunnel. And you can see, you'll see the odd waterfall as we make our way down here. Not as many as on a rainy day, but you still see a few beautiful ones. Usually just up here on the left hand side is a bit of a lay-by that you can actually pull into and get a closer look at the waterfalls. But as it is avalanche area at the moment, we're not allowed to go into there. So, also over at Milford Sounds, if you did not know this, there is an airport over here. And if you've got lots of money, you can actually fly from Queenstown over to here, do a cruise and fly home again. It is weather dependent, of course. They also, if you've got lots and lots of money, you can do a helicopter ride as well. Also, there is a helicopter based over here as well, and you can go on a 45-minute flight, and it takes you up to the beautiful glaciers over here, and yeah, have a bit of a nose around and then come back again. Unfortunately, at the moment, they don't fly from here to Te Anau or vice versa. So, like I say, 5 days a week, you're stuck with me on the way home. Also, when we make our way into the bus terminal today, where you park up the buses and you make your way into the terminal, keep an eye out for another bird that we've got down there, and that one is called a weka. Okay, so it's probably about the closest thing you are going to get to see a kiwi, other than me, and whoever else is a kiwi. So the weka is a relation to the kiwi bird. So they sort of look like a kiwi. The only difference is that the kiwi have got the bigger beaks, and kiwis only really come out at night time. But you might see the beautiful little wee wekas hanging around. And I think one of them's just had a little baby, so there's a little wee baby one floating around down here somewhere. So keep an eye out for them. Doors there, okay. So you just go through those doors, and like I said, at about 1:15, 1:20, please make your way down to Dock 9. Other than that, have a good day, and yeah, try and stay dry.
下雨，下雨。Go。上去先，上去找位置，找位置，找位置，靠窗啊，靠窗，靠窗，那边，哎呀，给人家拿。
那你坐中间就是光的。
对，对旁边4个位啊，你啊，不用紧，坐里面，坐里面。 you need the bathrooms at all, we're just downstairs down the lowest set of stairs on the left hand side. Other than that, sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. Like I say, please don't afraid to have a chat to us and ask us anything about this place. Happy to have someone to talk to. Do mind that, there's a bit of a breeze blowing, so watch out for any loose items and take extra care moving around. All of the outside decks will be open. You can get right out to the front of the boat. These doors are just a little bit tricky. They've got a strong magnet that holds them open. Rather large sea sills to step over. So mind your fingers, watch your step. It's always a good idea to use the handrails when you're moving about. Just find out for any slippery surfaces. Welcome down, seeing the door proposed 14 and left has been set. Creative process. So the whole place is called Fiordland. In 1952, Fiordland National Park was established, an area of 1.2 million hectares, the same constellation, 12,000 square kilometres. Just less than 5% of the Australian country. By far, New Zealand's largest national park is the same size as both Yellowstone, Yosemite and the US combined. Canadian border, which is actually pretty high. It's about the same height as a 15-story building. It doesn't look that big when you're surrounded by these sheer-sided mountains. Heights and distances here are pretty hard to gauge.
哇，这边没有风嘛？
有风的是韩国歌吧？它10 meter down 哎，它那个1分啊。
有啊。
Well, this building here, do you guys feel like you're moving a little bit? A little bit? Sweet. So it's actually completely floating. There's nothing anchoring us to the ground, nothing anchoring us to the underwater observatory to the ground either. We're completely floating, so that's probably why you feel like you're moving. Cool. This building was built in 1995. It was actually built in Invercargill and it was brought through the fjords by a tugboat. Has anyone heard of deep water emergence? No? Sweet. A quick summary of deep water emergence before I go into more detail is there are 3 conditions that if they all happen together, it actually tricks deep sea marine life into living quite shallow. The conditions needed for this to occur is calm water, dark water, and consistent temperature water. So Milford Sound is a temperate evergreen rainforest. It rains about 260 days out of the year, so even a little bit of sunshine today is pretty cool. To put into perspective of how much it rains here, the Amazon rainforest rains about 3 meters a year, and we get about 7 or 8 meters per year. So because of this, there is a big layer of fresh water on top of the ocean. It doesn't have time to mix just with the amount of volume that we're getting, so it separates really clearly, and it is a little bit less dense than salt water, so that's why it sits on top. So in winter time, the ocean's about 13 to 14 degrees Celsius, which is pretty warm for where we are, I think. And that is because of the EAC, the East Australian Current. Has anyone heard of that? Has anyone seen Finding Nemo? When the turtles are surfing, they're surfing the EAC. And a little bit of that gets dropped off to us at Milford Sound, which is really, really nice of them. And in summertime, the glacier snow melts, and that's what cools the oceans down to about 17 to 18 degrees Celsius. So it's only about a 4-degree temperature change that's actually occurring, which is pretty similar to underwater just because of how much water is above and the sunlight isn't affected as much. Cool? Does anyone have any questions? No? So we'll just head over to the guys. So from window about 13 to 20 we have our black coral, and here they're about 100 to 200 years old. So most of these fish are deep water species as well. The fish that's a bit pink with a few spots and a big black spot on its back, that's called a butterfly perch, and normally they're found around 30 meters. So we're at about 10 meters right now. But because of deep water emergence, it allows us to see some deep sea animals. A lot bigger, and he is fully pink, so he's the male of the area. Sometimes if he gets really close to the window, you can see his reflection and he thinks it's another male, so he gets like, a bit aggressive, yeah. We mostly, I think it's because of his relation to the rest of the sounds like dust. They get a lot bigger and they become fully pink. Yeah, so he's the only male in the area. He's the only one that's lived long enough to turn into one, and you only need a male per certain amount of females because they just fertilize the eggs. How's Steve? Oh, there he is. Try take a selfie with him, he's pretty cute.
He's so funny.
Yeah, I think he definitely sees himself in the reflection. He's like, who is that? Who is that?
跟住我再拍。 네네. Woo. Get it? Oh my god.
inside each day. Get a better distributed change of the side. Now the water viewing chamber, can you see the looking back towards the entrance of the towards you can see the way that the ground is beginning to overhang, disguising the entrance. Further up the sea goes under it. Cooks up last year in 1717, again in 1773, charting the coastline into Johnson. He had a rule of staying a few miles offshore to avoid any wrong settling. Way out there looking at ended most the bathing sea around us. Wasn't until about 40 years later that a Welsh sealing Captain John Ryan stumbled across the entrance. Ventured in, he ended up naming the place Milford Haven after a deep water port in Gertrude, Wales. Another Welshman recorded it as Milford Sound when he was surveying the area in 1851. Most of the other fjords had been discovered at that point and named themselves. Traveling through here for hundreds of years beforehand. Really around here, we should get this left behind us on the way back into the fjord. Not bad view looking at back here as we come around the corner. The fjord unfolds in front of us. Dale Point, Peterman's on the left, named after his counterpart, Milford Haven in Wales. As we come past it, you might be able to see what we call the kissing turtles in the rocky formation. There's two big boulders above a cave, which are the heads